Today, what we're going to learn is how to do more prompting when you are building your course and how to do so with the help of Claude and ChatGPT. We're going to start inside ChatGPT. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be using ChatGPT Plus. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. We will do a comparison one day just for an example prompt between the two. The first thing I'm going to do is ask it for a template of a curriculum based on a certain model of education. Could be a university. It could be a creator that you really like. Create a template of a course curriculum in the style of... So if you want to do more educational, that's fine. So obviously this is for more of an in-person thing. And then we could give it a little bit more instruction for online. So it's saying after the course introduction, it's obviously the description, the course objectives, which are very important, the prerequisites, the required materials, the assessments and the grading, which is a great thing to think about when you're building your thing. Course schedule, course policies. You should always have this. Attendance policy, late work policy if they're going to have assignments. You know, what are the types of behaviors? Like what are going to be your rules for soliciting, maybe bullying in the comments, or trying to bully other members of the course? What are the accessibility that you're going to have and additional resources? So these are all great little details to start thinking about. Now, create a course curriculum in the style of online courses in Udemy or LinkedIn Learning. So we're going to create a course curriculum template in the style of online courses in Udemy or LinkedIn Learning. So as we see here, the style's automatically changing. Course title, course instructor, the course description. I love that it's even giving a little bit of a template for the details of the description and for the curriculum. So last video on AI generated scripts, we did the intro and we kind of did welcome to the course overview and a little bit about the instructor. What we have to do today are maybe what are the course materials and resources, and then diving deep into other things. There's usually always a video like how to get most from a course. There's one more prompt that we could start doing, and that's you can tell ChatGPT to act as something. So act as a course creator. Create an online course curriculum. Course description. Okay, so we're going to go off of this little basic one, but then we're going to apply it to the content we already have. So this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, then I'm going to go to Claude. So I already have my content from the last time. And if you didn't watch that video, it's called AI Generated Scripts. It's a couple of videos back on the live library on my YouTube channel. But we're going to say create a curriculum based on this transcript per the following format. Right? We didn't do this the last time. Technically, it should apply the content to this format and get a good idea of what I want. That's pretty cool, right?
That is amazing.
And we could do the same thing for the other one. Okay, so we're literally going to take this and we'll go like this through the assessments where it's going to say create a based on this template, based on this transcript. Okay, so we put the template and then I'm going to go to Descript and grab the content here. Let's see what happens. And then what we're going to do is we're going to prompt the beginning of it. So we did the first intro video. Then we'll prompt a little video saying how you could get the most from the course. I love that. Look, it said Professor Sean Carr.
Yeah, that's how AI always does.
That's hilarious. And it's just making up addresses, Smith Hall, room 215, but it got everything else right. Prerequisites, required materials, assessment and grading. I love how it did this. Participation, newsletter launch performance. I love that. That's pretty cool. All right. So let's, based on this, create a video script or a video to share with students how they can get the most out of the course. Now, it's going to give me something basic. This is more of the intro video. This is why you don't want to trust it so much, right? You got to verify. And so what we want to do is say, this is not what I was looking for. Share things, share the following to communicate with students how they can get the most from this course. Include the following, and this is going to be different for everyone on the call. You could say 1, attendance at least 80% of the time. 2, weekly launch within 3 weeks. 3, weekly newsletter for 9 weeks after launch. 4, participate in weekly strategy trainings. Have, you could say in monthly, live strategy calls, and have your camera on during the call. Do not come to the call if you do not plan to engage. 4, log into course portal and frequently check for updated resources. If you ever feel stuck, reach out to support at global, okay, et cetera, right? So that's how they can get the most from it. They need to understand what they need to do. This is what I was looking for. Now, this is something that we could take to ChatGPT and refine a little bit more, but this is great. It says attend at least 80% of the sessions, launch your newsletter within the first 3 weeks, publish a new edition of your newsletter weekly for the remaining 9 weeks, participate actively during the monthly live strategy calls, have your camera on, and come prepared to discuss your progress and engage with fellow students. If you don't plan to participate, please don't attend the session. Log into the course portal frequently to check for updated resources. Reach out to your dedicated support team. Leverage office hours, which we can include. Carefully review the grading rubrics before assignments so you understand expectations. Come ready to each class prepared. By dedicating consistent effort and proactively seeking support, you'll be set up for success.
The strength in this is being specific and being concise, and using language that AI knows will convey your message to as many people as possible. This is, again, what will make you set apart, not only in the quality of your materials, but also in the speed and in the efficiency. Because, if you don't apply these techniques now, if you don't learn to be on top of this now, guess what happens when your competition embraces this, right? I don't have to paint a picture for you, which is why it's so important that you are open-minded and that you learn this. Try this on your own too. Haven't created your ChatGPT account yet or your Claude account immediately after today's live. That is what you should do.
So now we've entered it into ChatGPT, And all I literally said was create a video script based on this. So as you could see, just from that one little prompt with ChatGPT 4, it sets a stage. So it should be shot in a comfortable, well-lit study room. The bookshelf is filled with books, and there's a desktop with laptop showing the LinkedIn logo on the laptop. We see Professor Sean Carr, a confident and approachable figure standing and facing the camera. But we could say, please rewrite this. The audience taking the course are small business owners learning to market themselves on LinkedIn. They are not students. Oh, it's changed the scenery. That's pretty cool. A modern office space. So it went from a study to a modern office space. Shelves are to be lined with business books. Instead of saying hello, fellow students, it says hello, fellow entrepreneurs. Now, if I were to add even more context as to who my audience is, the age group that they usually are, whether they're technically savvy or not, whether they're men or women, whether they have children or not, where they live, could change the scenery that ChatGPT, provides. In a world where most of my students or entrepreneurs in this course were from Florida, I would want to resonate with them in that material. I wouldn't want to be in Antarctica taking this video, right? Or like have a coat on. It wouldn't really resonate with them. The more context you add, it will actually change the voice of what you're creating, and it will actually change the scenery that you want to provide. What questions do we have? What is the importance of eyes on camera? I was on a webinar the other day, and the person was clearly just reading a script. I felt as a viewer completely disconnected from them the whole time, because it was so clear that she was looking down at a script instead of at the camera lens. So what AI technology will do now is it'll fake you looking at the camera lens when you're looking down reading. But I will say this, don't trust it all the time, because there can be some really creepy moments. There was someone on our team that used this, and she turned to the side and like the eyes were just on the screen and it looked alienish. Why are you using both Claude and ChatGPT? Because I think when you leverage both of them, you could get better results. And I have a lot of content that I want to create things from, and ChatGPT just doesn't give me enough tokens to be able to build off of a even 1 hour presentation or even a 30-minute one. So I get the baseline from Claude, which has 100,000 token limit, and then I build and refine it from there. But we do have to go have my private community meeting at 11. God bless you, everyone. I hope that this was helpful for you today, and we'll see you next time.